lo I ko ma ko se fe ma ni la sa o na o e fe so fam kalanga ngana Samoa ai ni da mi fe ka mo pa ye ska mo pa ni le o si tu lo la pa ge tu fa kalanga ke lo fa ka ko ngana ako siskega ako fa so fa kalanga pa Samoa pa many of the things that I wanted to say have been covered by many of you, so I won't go over the same ground. But before I go on, I want to acknowledge, because I see many of Dad's friends here that I haven't seen for years. Bailate and Meli. William was here with Pastor Getty from Auckland and his wife. It's good to see you, Willie. There's so many people here, I can name you all. I can see you. Dad sees you. Pastors and their wives from Assembly, the churches. His son, Yafi and Fia, it was always son when he referred to him. When he would ring every Mother's Day or Father's Day, hello son, thank you, hello. I want to acknowledge my mum. You hear a lot of good things about Dad, and how wonderful he is, and how amazing he is, and Mama touched on it before. When you really see Dad, you see Mum. Mum, thank you. You're here to celebrate the life of a great man because he had such an incredible woman by his side. Mum is the peace and the rock. Thank you, Mum. You know, it's a great feeling for a son to know that when he's up to the time to feel well a parent. I don't even know if that makes any sense to you, because I ramble and oftentimes I don't make sense. Like at Norman's wedding when I screwed up his name speech. But I love you. Thank you, Mum. Without telling you know that. If you love fishing in spots where you're not supposed to fish, and drive your car over forbidden fauna areas, you know, where it's protected fauna, and you know that. You hear people talking about, you know, Dad did this or Dad did. And if you do those things, then Dad is still here. That's how I see it. If I continue to do the things that he loved to do, and I love to do them too. That's not going to be pretentious. I love to give, I love to love, or I love to love. So even though like that, you guys are still not there. Nema, thank you. I want to acknowledge my partner and my children. She did a fantastic job in being around for Dad. So my brother's wife, thank you for your love. It's never easy to care for somebody else's parent. But you guys did. He's your dad. So beautiful. It was wonderful to watch the way that you love our dad. Every person loves to see their father being cared for, or their parent being loved. I want to acknowledge my siblings, my niece, nephews, for just being there, strong. I love you. Thank you. Thank you, Pastor. Thank you for being here for the service. Thank you to all his friends who are here. I haven't seen a lot of you in years, but you look fantastic. Haven't aged a bit.
Present and future. Angile matangi angie angilunga angilalo angifolawa angile matangi angie angilunga angilalo angifolawa leitula letai lesemehoyai sasalele manongi leitula letai lesemehoyai sasalele manongi angile matangi angie angilunga angilalo angifolawa Folawa, hey, folawa, hey. Echoes of my past going forth to array my present stories on the sacred land. Echoes of my past going forth to array my children's Natha genealogy on the ancestral lands of the great Aotearoa nations, I soulfully acknowledge Te Ngata Nuku. Indigenous peoples, Ma'anganu'u, ways of being that have existed thousands of years. I further honor the mana and wisdom of elders past and present and all those who continue to hold these spaces. For those who uplift me, my first mention is for the highest power who is called by many names. Those who have come before me and laid out the way on my tua, my folks. Many lessons, especially hope, flowing through me. Transmission of each word connecting me to my bloodlines, the sacred center, Samoa. Transmission of each word connecting me to my bloodlines, define. Sa, sacred more, center. Samoa. I cannot say where this road is going to lead me, but can you see me? Really feel me? I can lead if you choose, I can lead if you please, but I too can please. Empty words don't do nothing for me. Can you stop? Walk away with your dignity, for this wordplay is also for the mighty who have lived in between, for and died in between. This wordplay is for the forgotten souls, the unsung heroes of a timeless song, ancient rhythms and heartbeats of lands, of histories untold, from the tongues and pens of your children. May your legacy unfold. I faced the mountain that I never faced before. That's why I'm calling on you, Lord. I know it's been a while, but Lord, please hear my prayer. I need your light I never had before. Sometimes it takes a mountain. Sometimes the struggle seems. Sometimes it takes a desert.
Yeah.
To get a hold
because at that time, I just arrived from Samoa. So when Talosia came down to Christchurch, he saw my beautiful sister Elentino, and that was the end of Wellington and hello Christchurch. And that's why when you hear those the people saying that Talosia came in that time and he never left Christchurch. So I am privileged to say a few things that you guys don't know about my brother-in-law and also my pastor, Talosia Manila. When Talosia came down here, we were under Pastor Paulo and Leo and Ololo Paulo. So we were serving under as young people in that church. And that was before the church in Shirley was built. So we were the only young people, my sister and me and some few guys, about 2 more guys. It's the reason why we ended up marrying both of the guys. So when we came together, me and my sister were very close, so we sort of follow each other all the time. And Talosia and the other guy, they came to my life. They were best of mates. So they were best of mates, so that we ended up marrying the 2 guys that we in church. So when we were under Leo and Palolo, we were serving God in halls. Very many times we go from hall to hall to hall. Until one day we decided that we wanted to buy a church, because every time we go to the hall, some people were drinking there the night before, and we need to clean up before we do the communion. So a few of us young people and couples that were there, it was more than 10, it wasn't that much. So we decided to pray over for a church. And there was a church, a little church, that is now a Shirley church. We prayed for that little church and we wanted money to buy it. So,
my name is James Bailey. I'm the eldest son of Swessa, who was up here talking about the 2 guys. So for those of you that are a little bit confused about how the puzzle works, I'm just going to quickly explain it. So the 2 guys that Mum was talking about, the 2 guys, one happens to be my father. And the beauty thing about it is, so when I'm telling the whārangi about where my father and my mother come from, and I say, you know, my mother's from Tulai, which is in the pier, and my father's from the Whangariki, which is in Safungi, they just stand there and they go, okay, so what does that mean for me? But when you go and explain it to a Samoa, they laugh. And then when I say to them, oh, okay, they say, well, you think about it. Safungi is right in the sticks, and your mum's from the city. So how does the man come from the sticks to go through the river? And I just simply say, it's easy, Christchurch City. The other thing that I heard earlier on about Pastor Luca saying that it was Auntie that is very lucky. Well, I think it was Uncle that was very lucky. If you have a look at some of the pictures, Auntie is pretty hot. So I can imagine that the 3 sisters would have had no problem with anyone. So, if I was to talk about Uncle, I would talk about him not in a religious manner, but I would probably talk to him as a human being, talk about him as a human being, as a man. And some of the things that Uncle has done, in particular for my family, and that's me and my siblings, and there's a lot of us. What ordinary man decides to take on another family, and especially with boys who are hula babi, not no normal man. And what I'm saying is, here is a man who shows a lot of love, alofa, even to kids who are not his own kids. And the thing is, when you, and those of you that don't really kind of know Uncle, and when you converse with him, he's actually quite a deep thinker. Like I remember, and this is how I explore some of Uncle's characteristics. So I explored Uncle's characteristics in terms of love. He loves every single kid that's almost on the planet, in particular here in Christchurch. The other thing that he has, some of you might not know, is he has a bit of a temper. And those of you that haven't felt the temper of your man, oh my goodness, you are so lucky. Very, very lucky. And one particular is when Uncle and I are conversing just about general things, not about church, but about people. And there's one in particular that we talk about, and I'm sorry to bring this up, but and the thing is, so when Uncle and I are conversing and we're talking about certain characteristics of certain people, in particular this guy, I couldn't help but notice that there's some parts of him that whispers. And so we were talking about the other, and he says something, he says like, what? Oh my goodness, where's the love in that? So you do see sort of characteristics in Uncle that are quite human, and that's the side I love about him, because it's a side that he can put away his being pastor and focus on Uncle, or focus on Grandpa, or focus on being Dad. And the thing for us, in particular my family, that I've seen, is he was more of a father to us because we didn't have a dad here. And if you can imagine what it's like every Father's Day when your fathers are up there, and we always take the fathers the flowers and we pin it on them. And so when we sit back as young people, and some young people, you might be going through some of this, and I know that he says family probably went through this when their dad went to war, because I think the same dad. Because I can tell you there was nothing in Afghanistan then, so it must have been prior to that. But what I've seen in this man, in this good man, is that he became a father figure, not to his own, just to his own kids, but kids outside of his own family. And that's what I love about him. And the thing is, it doesn't even have to be family. I remember when he used to come around, and we had a street kid living with us. And this street kid, well, obviously street kids have certain behaviours, but Uncle loved this guy. Absolutely loved him. He loved him because we had a love for people, and this is the thing that he brought out to us. There's three characteristics that I know that he showed me: alofa, love; fa'aloalo, respect; and lotumawalalo, humbleness. And I always know this because these are the three characteristics that you know that you're a real Samoan. These three characteristics. So I thank Uncle from the bottom of my heart for teaching us so many lessons, and I thank him for being a father to us. So I just want to dedicate this song to him.